Yes, namaste to all of you. So, in the last class, we discussed about the triangles chapter. In that, we studied two congruency criteria: SAS, AAS, or ASA, and theorems related to isosceles triangle. That is 7.2 and 7.3. And we were discussing the exercise number 7.1. In that, the fifth question: line L is the bisector of angle A. So here figure is given. This is angle A. This is angle A. Now this is the line L. This line L is the angle bisector of this angle. What is angle bisector? Angle bisector. Bi means two, sector means dividing. Dividing into two equal parts. What are those two parts? Angles. That's why it is called angle bisector. Perpendicular bisector means which divides it into two equal line segments. That is known as perpendicular bisector. Perpendicularly. Angle bisector means a line, a ray, or a line segment which divides the given angle into two equal angles. Given angle into two equal angles. Such line is known as an angle bisector. Here L is the angle bisector of angle A. L is the angle bisector of angle A. Means these two angles will be equal. You can take them as 1 and this is 2. Here 1 is equals to 2 or not. And B is a point on it. Here we have a point B is a that is lying on the line L. Then BP and BQ are perpendiculars from B to the arms of angle A. BP and BQ are two perpendiculars drawn from point B to the two arms of this angle. This is vertex of the angle, and what we call these two rays AP and AQ. What we call these two rays? They are arms of the angle. Arms of the angle. So to these two arms, two perpendiculars are drawn. That is BP and BQ. BP and BQ are the two perpendiculars are drawn. See, the symbol indicates what? Perpendicular. How much is this angle? 90 degrees. How much is this angle? 90 degrees. Both will be equal or not? Here. And what about these two? They are equal angles. Why? Because L is the angle bisector. L is the angle bisector of angle A. Now, show that what we have to prove or what we have to show. Triangle APB. Triangle APB. This triangle is congruent to triangle AQB. We have to prove these two triangles are congruent triangles. So, which criteria we use to prove these two are congruent triangles? Which criteria we will use to prove these two triangles are congruent triangles? Yes, which criteria we use? Here we know only these two angles are equal, that is angle 1 and angle 2. And here P and Q both are equal, two angles. We know only two parts of the triangles we know. We require one more, that is third part also we require. Third part is also we require here for to proving these two triangles are congruent triangles. So can you identify? It is not given in the question. The given question only two things we know. The third thing we don't know. As I said yesterday, the third thing may be a common angle or common side may be there. That you need to recognize or you need to identify. Do you find any common side for both the triangles? Yes. Yes. What is that? It is AB. AB is the common side for both the triangles. Am I right or wrong? Now, angle, side. Angle, side. Angle, side. AAS. AAS. By AAS, these two triangles are congruent triangles. Is it clear or not? Everything is in the question. We need to identify the things which are required to prove that two triangles are congruent triangles. First part is over. Then BP is equals to BQ. We have to prove. Show that BP is equals to BQ. That is length of the perpendicular BP is equals to length of the perpendicular BQ. Are they equal or not? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Are they equal? Yes, they are equal. Why they are equal? Because they are the corresponding parts of the two congruent triangles. Corresponding parts of the two congruent triangles. By CPCT, BP is equals to BQ. Or the same thing you get B is equidistant from the arms of the angle. Equidistant means point B is at equal distance from this arm, AP arm, and from the arm AQ. Nothing but what? Length of BQ is equals to length of PQ. Equidistance. Distance is nothing but what it is? The perpendicular distance. This is the perpendicular distance from point P. if I take, this is also distance from this arm, but it is not the what shortest distance. Always we'll take it as shortest distance, which is the perpendicular line segment. So like this we can prove this, or we can show these two triangles are congruent triangles, and by CPCT we can say that BP is equals to BQ. Now we'll write this. So from the figure, what is given here? It is given in this. What is given here? Angle A is bisected by line L. And B is a point, on line L. Yes, BP is perpendicular to AP, and AQ is perpendicular to BQ, or BQ is perpendicular to AQ. Both are same. That is given. So what we have to prove? We have to prove this PPT to prove that, or to show that what it is. First one. So consider the two triangles. Which two triangles? Triangle APB. In triangle APB and triangle AQB. So right, what are given there? It is angle 1 is equals to angle 2. That is what given. Am I right? So it is angle. Then what it is? Angle P is equals to angle Q. That is also given, perpendicular. Right angles. Am I right? Angle. And what it is? AB is equals to AB. Common side. That is yes. AAS. Angle, side. AAS. Now these two triangles are congruent triangles or not? That is, therefore, triangle APB is congruent to triangle AQB. By which congruency criteria? AAS. You can write AAS congruency criteria. AAS congruency criteria. That is first one proof. Second one, what we have to do? Yes. Second one, what? Show that BP is equals to BQ. Now observe this. APB and AQB are two congruent triangles. What are the congruent sides here? AB and AQ. PB and QB. Similarly, AB and AB. First letter, last letter. First letter, second letter. This will give you one side. AP means length of AB. PB means length of PB or BQ here. So here PB is equals to QB. When you write in the reverse order, what we get as BP is equals to BQ. BP is equals to BQ. So second one, BP is equals to BQ. This is by CPCT. Hence it is proved. Or you can write B is at equidistant from the arms of angle A. Like this, we will prove. We will show these two triangles are congruent triangles. So what the thing it is, you have to identify from the question what are the congruent corresponding parts which are equal. What we require more to prove that these two triangles, that we can find from the figure that AB is the common side, and by using AAS congruency criteria you can prove that these two triangles are congruent triangles. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now we will discuss the 8th question from exercise number 7.1. So in a right angle triangle ABC, in right angle triangle ABC, right angle at C. Yes, this is right angle triangle ABC, right angle at C. So vertex C is, we have right angle is there, and which is the hypotenuse here in this triangle? AB is the hypotenuse. Which is the hypotenuse? AB is the hypotenuse, and M is the midpoint of the hypotenuse AB. So here point M is there, which is the midpoint. Midpoint means middle point which divides the line segment into two equal parts. So here it is BM is equals to AM both are equal here. BM is equals to AM. Yes. Now here M is the midpoint of the hypotenuse AB, means M will divide the hypotenuse AB into two equal parts. That is MB is equals to MA or AM is equals to BM. Both are equal. Then C is joined to M. C. This is point C is joined to M. Now it is both are joined. CM we got. Then produced to point D. Yes, it is produced to point D. Produced to point D. Produced to point D. This is point D, and such that DM is equals to CM. DM is equals to CM. Now these two lengths are also equal. CM, this is length of CM and this is DM. Both are equal. Join D is joined to B. D is joined to B. Then what? Point D is joined to point B. Show that. So this is your figure. So here triangle A, B, C is a right angle triangle. Right angle at C. AB is the hypotenuse. M is a point on the hypotenuse, that is the midpoint, middle point, that is dividing the hypotenuse into two equal parts. BM and AM both are equal. See, I have represented the two lines, means those two lengths are equal. Then to M, M is produced to C. Then it is extended to point D, such that how it is extended? Length of CM is equals to length of DM. Both the lengths are equal. Then point D is joined to B. So this is the figure. So in this, what we have to show that one triangle AMC is congruent to triangle BMD. Triangle AMC. This triangle we have to show that this two triangle is congruent to triangle BMD. BMD. This triangle. Is it clear? Are you able to see on the board? So those two triangles you have to show that both are congruent triangles. The second one is angle DBC is a right angle. Angle DBC. This whole is, we have to prove that angle is a right angle triangle. That is a right angle we have to prove. Then if you prove that is right angle means then triangle DBC is also a right angle triangle. The third one it is triangle DBC is congruent to triangle ACB. Triangle DBC. This triangle is congruent to triangle what? What it is? ABC. This triangle we have to prove. Those two triangles are congruent triangles. Clear? Then fourth one, CM is equals to length of CM. This is equals to half of length of AB. In this it will be half of length of AB means you may prove that CM is equals to BM or CM is equals to AM. Why? Because M is the midpoint of AB. M is the midpoint of AB. That means BM is equals to AM. Both are equal. If you prove CM is equals to BM or CM is equals to AM, then we can say that CM is half of AB because BM is half of AB. AM is half of AB. If you prove these two are equal, then we can say that it is half of AB. So we can prove it, these questions by using what? Congruency rules. Now first what it is? We'll come to know the first one. What? Triangle AMC is congruent to triangle BMD. Consider these two triangles. First one, in triangle AMC and triangle BMD identified. I have see in these two triangles what are the common equal parts? DM is equals to CM. Both are equal or not? Similarly, BM is equals to AM. We know only two parts are congruent parts are equal. Third part we don't know. What will be the third part? Yes, vertically opposite angles. What about these two angles? Vertically opposite angles. You take this as 1 and this as 2. Both are vertically opposite angles or not? Vertically opposite angles are equal. Side, angle, side. Yes, yes. Side, angle, side. Yes, yes. By SAS congruency, the two triangles are congruent triangles. So the first part is over. Clear? So what everything is given in the question. So in these triangles, what are equal? It is in the triangle AM is equals to BM. It is given side. Then angle 1 is equals to angle 2. Reason vertically opposite angles are equal. That is angle. Then what it is? CM is equals to DM. That is also given side. Therefore what? Therefore triangle AMC is congruent to triangle BMD. Both are congruent. Clear? Yes, they are congruent triangles by yes, congruency criteria or congruency rule. First part is over. Second part we have to prove. If these two triangles are congruent triangles, means what about the congruent sides? That is corresponding sides. So here these two sides are equal and these two sides are equal. What about the leftover side? These two are the leftover sides are that. That is BD and AC both are equal or not? DM is equals to AC. DM, DB, DB or BD is equals to AC by CPCT. By CPCT. Now what about the angles? Here we know only one pair of angles. What about these two angles? The angles will be equal or not? That is angle D is equals to angle C in these two triangles. See here triangles. Angle C is equals to angle D. Last letters. Angle C is equals to angle D. Clear? So what are angle C and angle D in these two triangles? Let this is 3 and this is 4. 3 and 4. Now angle 3 is equals to angle 4 by CPCT. Clear? By CPCT it is clear. Now we need to prove the second one. So now if you observe here, let BD and CM are two lines. BD and CA or AC are two lines, and DC is the transversal. DC is the transversal. What we call these two angles for this transversal? Alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles. And just now we have proved both angles are equal or not. Angle 3 is equals to angle 4. If a pair of lines are intersected by a transversal and one pair of alternate interior angles are equal, then what we call those two lines? What we call those two lines? Parallel lines. They are called parallel lines. If one pair of alternate interior angles are equal, they are called parallel lines. If one pair of corresponding angles are equal, they are called parallel lines. Is it clear? Now here BD and CA or DB and AC both are parallel to each other. Clear? They are parallel to each other. Now BD and AC both are parallel to each other. BC is the transversal line. Clear? This is the transversal line. Now what we call this angle C and angle B? What we call both? This total angle and this total angle. What we call those two angles for these two parallel lines? What we call these two angles? Interior angles on the same side of the transversal. Co-interior angles. Co-interior angles. You have studied this. Yes. If these are the two parallel lines and this is the transversal, what we call these angles? Co-interior angles or interior angles on the same side of the transversal. Interior angles on the same side of the transversal. Now here BD and AC are two lines, two parallel lines. Now what about these two angles? They are co-interior angles or not? The same figure I have drawn. This is B and it is C. They are co-interior angles. Co-interior angles are supplementary angles. They are supplementary angles. Now it is given angle C is equals to 90 degrees or not? Then how much will be angle B? This angle B will be 90 because sum of these two it is 180 degrees. The second one we proved on DBC, that is angle B is equals to 90 degrees. Like this we will prove that. Yes. So now what we can say here is this: since angle 3 is equals to angle 4, alternate interior interior angles are equal. Angles are equal. Therefore, BD is parallel to CA. BD is parallel to CA. Is it clear on that? BD is parallel to CA. Now BD and CA are two lines, are two parallel lines, and BC is the transversal. And BC is the transversal. BC is the transversal. Therefore, angle B plus angle C is equals to 180 degrees. You can write co-interior angles. Interior angles. But we know angle C is equals to what? 90 degrees. It is given. Angle C is equals to 90 because angle C is a right angle or not? Right angle at C. Right angle at C. That is angle B plus angle plus 90 degrees is equals to 180 degrees. Now angle B is equals to 180 minus 90, that is 90 degrees. What is angle B here? B is nothing but DBC. Here DBC. Therefore, angle DBC is equals to 90 degrees over right angle. It is right angle. The second proof is over. Next we have to prove what? Next we have to prove the two triangles, triangle DBC and BCA. DBC and ACB. DBC and it is ACB. ACB. These two triangles are congruent triangle. The third one. Have you understand this so far here? Yes. Right. Now the third bit, what it is? Show that triangle DBC and triangle ACB. Draw this rough diagram. Triangle DBC separately. This is triangle DBC. DBC. What is the other triangle? ACB. Which is the triangle ACB? ACB. This triangle. Yes. This is ACB. ACB. We have to prove these two triangles are congruent triangles. Clear? So how can you prove that? Just now we have proved. It is given that angle C is equals to 90 degrees. And we proved angle DBC is also 90 degrees. Clear? One angle is same, equal. Then BC is equals to BC. Both are same sides, common side. Am I right? Then what about these two sides? BD and AC we have proved. From this triangle by CPCT we have proved BD is equals to what? AC. Now these two sides are equal. That is BD is equals to CA, BC is equals to BC, and angle B is equals to angle C. Yes, A, yes, yes, A, yes. By SAS congruency, the two triangles are congruent triangles. So in triangle DBC and triangle ACB, triangle DBC and triangle ACB, BD is equals to CA, proved above. Proved above, that is from CPCT side. Then angle B is equals to angle C, proved above. That is right angle, both are right angle. And then BC is equals to BC, common side. Common side. It is side. So by SAS congruency, the two triangles. Therefore, triangle DBC is congruent to triangle ACB. Triangle DBC is congruent to triangle ACB. Triangle ACB by yes congruency criteria. Now if these two triangles are congruent triangles, what are the corresponding parts? That is BD is equals to CA, we got BC is equals to CD or BC this. Then what about CD and AB? What about other two sides? What about these two sides? CD and AB, are they equal or not? because length of BD is equals to length of AC and length of BC is equals to length of BC. And these two triangles are congruent triangles. By CPCT, the other congruent parts are also equal. Therefore, what are those two lengths? It is BD is equals to BA or AB by CPCT. Corresponding parts of congruent parts of triangle DBC and triangle ACB. Is it clear this? By CPCT. Now, fourth one we have to prove. What is fourth one? CM is equals to half of AB. So now come this one. It is proved here. BD is equals to BA or it is AB. You can take AB. BD is equals to AB. Now BD is equals to what? Here in this, BD is equals to what it is? This is BD. BD. Yes. No. DC. No. This is by CPCT. DC. Sorry. By CPCT DC. These two letters. DC is equals to AB by CPCT. So here DC is equals to AB. DC is equals to what? Length of DM plus length of CM. Length of DM plus length of CM. Both are equal or not? That is DM plus CM. That is equals to what it is? AB. That is equals to AB. And we know DM is equals to CM. Both are equal or not? It is given in the construction. Join C to M and produce to D such that DM is equals to CM. Such that DM is equals to CM. Both are equal. Therefore, it will be CM plus CM. That is equals to AB. Now CM plus CM it is 2CM is equals to AB. Transpose 2 to that side, it divides. Am I right? That is CM is equals to half of AB or AB by, hence it is proved. Hence it is shown. Like this, we will show this how to find. Clear? Any doubt in this? It's a very big problem. 4 bits are there. Practice this. Draw separately individual figures to identify the corresponding parts and corresponding angles. That is corresponding sides and corresponding angles. Then it will be very clear to solve this kind of questions. Clear?